Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna learn the basics of JavaScript. Let's dive right in. First, we're gonna start with variables and data types. To create a variable in JavaScript, we use the keyword let. So we write something like this, let, and let's name our variable greeting, and we put an equal sign and the value we want to assign to that variable, which is, in our case, hello world. Here we are assigning the string hello world to our variable greeting. So in case we want to print out our greeting variable, we write console.log greeting, and this should print the value of greeting. Let's see. Yeah, this is printing here hello world. Let's assign a number. Let number, the same thing, equals 42 without a double quotes. It's just the number. So here, if we want to print the number 42, we do the same thing, like console.log and 42. Here we put our number, console.log and our number. So we are passing the number value to the .log function. So here it takes it as a parameter, and somehow we didn't write the .log function, but JavaScript provides us with that function. Let's try with a Boolean values. For example, let is true equals true. Then here we print our is true variable. Also .log is true. Cool. We have another keyword, which is the const keyword. We use it when we want to create a constant. So let's try the const keyword. Const name, for example, name equals look, for example, look. Then when let's just comment this out, and I'm gonna clear the terminal here. Then, so there's nothing here because we didn't print the value of look yet. So let's print it. Then let's see something. Run. So here we have look. Then if we try to assign another value to the variable name, let's say, for example, name equals, for example, Daryl. See, as you can see here, we have an error. We have the type of the error is assignment to a constant variable. So this prevents us from assigning a new value to a constant. I hope this makes sense. Let's move on to functions. So here we have functions. This is, by the way to create a comment in JavaScript. A comment in JavaScript is a non-executed line. So we put 2 slashes, then our comment. So here, in our case, I want to just make a new section, which is functions. Then to create a function in JavaScript, we use the function keyword. Function, then the name of the function, which is our case say hello, Then if there is any parameters that function uses, we pass them inside the parentheses. In our case, our function take the name as parameter, then we put after that a curly brace, then the logic of our function. So here we want to print out something like this. So console.log and hello, the name variable, name, and let's put an exclamation point. So this should print out something like this. If we are passing, let's say look, here we are declaring const name equals look, and here we are passing look as a parameter to this function. This should print out something like hello look with this exclamation point. So let's run our code. As you can see, we are not getting any output here. And the reason for that is we are not calling our function. So here we are just declaring our function. We are not invoking it. So let's call our function, say hello, then we pass name. I will change this just so we can differentiate from our constant. So I will call it here anything like user. So here, our constant is name. And here we are passing name to the say hello function. Let's see. Cool. Here we are getting hello look. The next part is arrays. Arrays. To declare an array in JavaScript, we use the let keyword. Then the name of the array, for example, fruits, then we assign it like an array like this. We put inside the elements of that array in double quotes. Let's put some elements here. Apple, banana, then orange. Cool. If we want to print out, and let's say the first element in our array, this takes the index 0. Always the first element in the array takes the index 0. So here we have index 0, index 1, then index 2. So in case we want to print out apple, we put something like this. Console.log, then fruits, and we'll give it the index 0. So this should print out apple. Let's comment this out just to make it easier for us to see the result. Let's clear the console and run the code. Yeah, so here we are getting apple. We're gonna use this array later on when we dive into loops. The next part, we're gonna see the conditional statements. Conditional statements is a statement that executes only if a condition validates true. We use conditional statements like this. First, we write the if keyword, then number, then our condition here inside the parentheses. Our condition is number is greater than 30. This is our condition. And curly brace, here we put our logic. So here we're gonna write something console log, then the number is greater than 30. If this statement didn't validate true, this is gonna run the next part of our statement, which is the else. Else with the same thing, console.log, and we print our message here. The number is less than 3. Cool. Here, let's create a variable number. So let number equals, let's give it, for example, 20. So this should print this message. The number is less than 38. Let's see. I will comment this out. Right. Cool. The number is less than 30. And if we give it, for example, 35, this is going to give us the number is greater than 30. Excellent. So let's move to the next part, which is the loops. To create a loop in JavaScript, we're going to use the for loop for this tutorial. So we use the for keyword, and next we declare our index like this. Let I, we're going to give it the initial value. Let's give it 0. Then our condition here, I is less than fruits, which is the array created here above this one. So let's comment this out. I is less than fruits dot length. And this function dot length returns the length of this array. So here in our case, it's the same as we are saying I is less than 3. So it is the same because the length of the fruits array is 3. We have 1, 2, 3. After we specify our condition, we increment our index. Here we put a curly brace, and let's console.log fruits, and we're gonna give it the index, which is the index that iterates through our array. Let's see what this gonna give us back. That's cool. Here we are getting apple, which is the first index here, because I is starting from the 0. And as we said before, the array, the indexes in the array starts always in 0. So here we are getting apple, and we are getting banana, then orange. Then our condition is no longer returns true because here I is equal 3. So here 3 is it less than 3? So this is gonna return false, and it's gonna break from the loop. And the last part in this video, we're gonna see objects. Objects are very important in JavaScript. Let's see how we can declare an object. Person, let's comment this first and clear. So here we have this object. Inside the object, we declare some properties. Here we have name, John. We have age, let's give it, for example, 25. This, I'm missing a comma here. And let's say, for example, let's give it a boolean. For example, is student, and we're gonna give it, for example, false. Cool. Here, if we want, for example, to print out the name, we'll write something like this: console in the log person the name. Cool. This is gonna give us John. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've learned anything new, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe to my channel. And see you guys in the next one.